Ahead on OC News, COVID-19 testing at home. We will give you the details on how to guarantee accurate testing straight from your couch. Hurricane Iota continues to devastate Central America. Looking for the most unusual holiday gift? How about a candle that smells like the year 2020? And we'll introduce you to the People magazine's sexiest man alive. All these stories and much more. OC News starts right now. Welcome to OC News. I'm Bianca Lambert. OC News is brought to you by the broadcast journalism students at Cal State Fullerton. The FDA authorizes first COVID-19 test for self-testing at home that provides rapid results. The Lucera COVID-19 is available by prescription for self-diagnosis for ages 14 and older. Individuals younger than 14 years old can only receive the test in the doctor's office, hospitals, urgent care centers, and emergency rooms. The kit includes a sterile swab, a sample vial, a test unit, batteries, and a plastic disposable bag. The FDA says you administer the nozzle swab and then insert it into the vial, which enters the test unit for analysis. Results are then determined by a color change indicator. The Lucera COVID-19 at-home test is just the beginning. The FDA is committed to expand access to COVID-19 testing. In further coronavirus news, the Pfizer vaccine continues to impress. The vaccine has been reported to be up to 95% effective in combating COVID. Pfizer is now seeking FDA approval for its vaccine in hopes of moving one step closer to max distribution. Some experts believe the vaccine could be available to the public as soon as December. Famous singer Dolly Parton has helped vaccine developed by making a $1 million donation to vaccine production company Moderna. As we anticipate the second wave of coronavirus pandemic, consumers are rushing to stores in hopes of finding essential products needed. Reporter Mandy Gator gives us the latest on how grocery stores are trying to keep their shelves stocked.
Who can forget the bare shelves, the empty freezers, and those long lines at the store? Now, with a new COVID-19 surge upon us, we may be on the verge of another wave of shortages and panic buying.
Much of the concern is about, and when it comes to certainly panic buying, is that people overdo it.
Some popular grocery chains are bringing back limits on some products. At Kroger, a limit on bath tissue, paper towels, disinfecting wipes, and hand soap is now in effect. There's a 2 per customer limit for both in-store and online purchases. Same goes for Food for Less and Ralph's grocery chains. At Publix, a limit on paper towels and toilet paper is also in place, but we're told each individual store sets these quantity limits.
We may run out of Charmin, but we'll always have another brand of toilet paper. Same with paper towel, same with Clorox, like with cleaning supplies. So I would just say to everybody, don't panic. There's plenty of product there.
The CEO of Stu Leonard's grocery store says they're ready, unlike last time when companies were caught off guard by the spike in demand and inventory levels were too low.
People are a little nervous because they saw what happened back there in April and March when the shelves, it was real tough to get product. But the industry's taken care of that.
And with the holidays upon us, experts say shop early and don't get more than you need. I'm Mandy Gaither reporting.
Anchor Governor Newsom announced earlier this week the possibility of implementing a statewide curfew. With every county in Southern California back on the purple tier, LA County has begun enforcing a new curfew. Under this curfew, restaurants, breweries, bars, and non-essential retail businesses will be closed from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., as well as limited outdoor dining by 50% capacity. It's been 8 months since the start of the pandemic, and local businesses are finding ways to help the production of some of the most essential items. Our reporter Kimberly Cruz has this story.
The Spirit Guild, a craft distillery located in Los Angeles where all aspects of production such as fermentation, distillation, and blending are done in-house, producing two of their main spirits, Astro Pacific Gin and Vapid Vodka. But with the COVID-19 pandemic affecting bars and restaurants, the Spirit Guild decided to take a leap of faith and begin the production of something else. Hand sanitizer with 80% alcohol.
I put it on my hands, I can kind of feel it evaporating quicker, which is a byproduct of that higher alcohol content, is it will evaporate faster. So it's something that I prefer.
But getting into the hand sanitizer industry has not been easy for the Spirit Guild.
A little bit of a hard sell getting that into the kind of city and county agencies, hospitals and whatnot, the places that would really be able to use this in bulk. I feel like they already have their supply channels already kind of worked out.
Although the revenue has not been what they wanted, the Spirit Guild's main goal was making sure they could contribute to those in need, donating hand sanitizers to over 9 charities.
Yeah, giving some away by donation was always part of the pie. We had kind of actually a formula of the amount that we would give away for free versus stuff at a reduced rate, and then hopefully stuff at retail.
This pandemic has allowed the Spirit Guild to give back to their community and also taught them a very important lesson.
The hand sanitizer lesson has taught us is that, whether or not it's been this like big commercial success, it's been our contribution, it's been our opportunity to pivot and try something new and learn more about ourselves.
The Spirit Guild might be close to the public, but they're still working hard every day, making one of the most essential items during this pandemic. Reporting in Los Angeles, I'm Kimberly Cruz for OC News.
After the break, we discuss President Trump's latest significant firing and how the contentious election results continue to divide Southern California residents.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
In a recent tweet, Trump fired Christopher Krebs, who headed the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency at the Department of Homeland Security. Krebs led successful efforts to help state and local election officers protect their systems and to rebut misinformation during the elections. In his statement, he helped debunk Trump's claim declaring the November election being rigged with voter fraud. Trump, who has not satisfied with the election results, took it to Twitter saying the recent statement by Chris Krebs on the security of the 2020 election was highly inaccurate, in that there was massive improprieties and fraud, including dead people voting, poll watchers not allowed into polling locations, glitches in the voting machines which change votes from Trump to Biden, late voting, and many more. Therefore, effective immediately, Chris Krebs has been terminated as director of the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency. As Trump's campaign continues to spend millions of dollars to file for a recount in several states, I spent some time around in my neighborhood gathering thoughts on his decision to do so.
People may die if we don't coordinate.
President-elect Joe Biden is taking the stand, saying it's urgent for him to start his transition as the cases of coronavirus keep growing. But yet, President Trump and his administration are refusing to acknowledge the outcome of the election. Trump continues to speak about ballot abuse, saying, quote, he won, but then later tweeting, quote, I concede nothing. Unlawful vote counting lawsuits have been filed by Trump's administration in 3 states, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Georgia. I'm here in the city of Rancho Cucamonga, where voters stand by their vote, but have something to say about this election. Let's take a look.
Every state, the recounts are all different. So abiding by whichever state that they want a recount, then you have to abide by their laws and regulations. But does everybody have the right, not only Trump, but any candidate, have the right for a recount if they think that there has been fraud? Yes, that I truly believe in.
Across the way, people proudly show their support for their presidents, but may not share the same view.
I think it's fair because if you're on both sides, if it was tables were turned, you would want to recount also.
With Biden ahead in votes, supporters are anxiously awaiting Inauguration Day.
I think every president has a right for a recount, but at this time, Biden is our president, and this should be over. It's really getting out of hand at this moment.
The voters aren't the only ones with something to say. Former President Barack Obama has a message.
Of the office by design. And when your time is up, then it is your job to put the country first and think beyond your own ego and your own interests and your own disappointments.
In the city of Rancho Cucamonga, I'm Bianca Lambert with OC News. Hurricane Iota has devastated Central America and has left citizens recovering from 2 tropical storms within weeks. Hurricane Iota struck Nicaragua on Tuesday and since then has caused massive floods and destroyed homes, leaving 99.5% of the total population without electricity. According to authorities, 15 people were reported missing. 4 of those individuals were killed in a landslide, and another 4 were found alive so far. Hurricane Iota is heading into Honduras, which is already causing heavy floods as the storm heads into the country. We send it to reporter Kimberly Cruz for the latest update on our local weather. Kimberly?
Thanks, Bianca. Now let's take a look at our local weather here in Fullerton. So if you can see right now, our current weather is going to be at 63 degrees. The lowest is going to be at 52 degrees, and that's going to be really cold than what we're usually used to. The wind is already at 6 miles per hour, which is not too fast. And the humidity, now that has been felt here in the city of Fullerton, 53%. Now, I don't know about you, but this morning my car was wet, my hair has been frizzy all day, so we can definitely feel that humidity here in Fullerton. And now with daylight savings, our sun, we're used to, our sun's coming up earlier than what we're used to at 6:28 a.m. and now the sun has already set at 4:46 p.m. Looking into our 5-day forecast, let's see what we're expecting for the next 5 days. Looking at Thursday and Friday, that are going to be around the same temperatures between 73 degrees and 75 degrees. The difference is going to be between the lowest, which is a 52 and a 48, so it is starting to feel a little chilly, so make sure that you're wearing a jacket wherever you're going. Looking into Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, though, we are seeing temperatures go up a little bit more. Sunday being 79 degrees, so that's going to be hotter than what we're used to here, especially during the month of November. And then temperatures are going to drop back down to Monday around 73 degrees. Now the lowest are also going to be pretty consistent with the days to come. And now that the temperatures are dropping, we are starting to experience some snow. So just like Snow Valley Mountain has finally opened up and is ready for ski season, and they are telling people that if they are interested in going for the weekend to purchase some tickets in advance. So hopefully Bianca and the team will maybe join me this weekend and go skiing. That's all the updates for me. Bianca, back to you at the desk.
Kimberly definitely signed me up. And when we come back, an iconic San Diego landmark has gone online, and a shortage in the latest video game technology has left some players frustrated.
And stay home. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household, but phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit social gatherings. If you need essential items like food and medicine, try using a delivery service. If you must leave your house for essential items, or if you want to take a walk for exercise, make sure to wear a cloth face covering. Stay at least 6 feet away from other people. Try not to touch frequently touched surfaces like light signals, street signs, or benches. And wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds as often as possible. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. It takes all of us to slow the spread of the coronavirus, so stay home unless absolutely necessary. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
Due to COVID-19, San Diego Zoo is now offering live wildlife cams for those unable to visit the zoo. I had the chance to talk to a few animal lovers who are taking full advantage of the website. Let's take a look. Fluffy hungry pandas, snackish polar bears, and giraffes sunbathing. It's all here. San Diego Zoo is now offering live cams so visitors can social distance with their favorite zoo animals. A chance to hang out with a platypus, a hippo, or even a baboon in your very own room. Let's take a look. Now this is wild, but I'm not the only one going bananas.
I love them because I want to go on a swing.
Forget Disney Channel, kids are loving this new one-on-one action with their favorite monkeys.
I love the zoo.
Put your math stuff to the side.
On the other hand, teachers are using this website as a tool to allow students to relax.
The reason why I use the San Diego Zoo cams is for a brain break for my students, which allows them 5 minutes just to kind of decompress and get away from schoolwork and kind of enjoy themselves watching the live animals. And they really enjoy it, and it starts a great conversation of if they ever been to the zoo or what type of animals that they like.
Thanks to the San Diego Live Zoo Cam, there's going to be a lot more zookeepers in the future.
Watching polar bears live because one day I want to be a zookeeper.
In Rancho Cucamonga, I'm Bianca Lambert with OC News. Now for the latest in entertainment, including the world's newest sexiest man and a new holiday-themed Pepsi, we go to Andrea Carvajal.
Thanks, Bianca. Michael B. Jordan, who was once on People's Magazine's 2013 Ones to Watch list, just became the 2020 People's Sexiest Man Alive. The honoree was revealed during the show of Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Is it Michael B. Jordan?
How do I answer that?
Are you Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah, I am.
Yes, he is. Look at this.
People magazine have kept up the Sexiest Man Alive nominations for 35 years. Last year's Sexiest Man Alive was John Legend, and this year, or the year before that, was Idris Elba. Michael B. Jordan told People that the women in his family are proud. Now for soda lovers, shortly after Pepsi announced a new 2-liter redesign after nearly 3 decades of the same bottle, they unveiled a new limited edition flavor. Pepsi is mixing things up with holidays being around the corner. They are offering a limited apple pie flavored Pepsi. You can receive this Pepsi only in a contest, so you won't be able to find it in stores. The contest is posting a photo or video of your worst baking fail on Twitter or TikTok using the hashtag #PepsiApplePieChallenge. Pepsi will then select their favorites after December 7th to receive a 2-liter bottle of the limited edition flavor. Moving on, closures in 2020 aren't anything new. Now, after 17 years of a running show, Cirque du Soleil closes their doors on the show Zoomanity in Las Vegas. The company made the announcement Monday after closing in March and filing bankruptcy in June. Zoomanity was a show that featured nudity and made for adults only. There were over 7 million people who have enjoyed this show. Now Cirque du Soleil will need to evaluate when their other shows will be able to return. That's it for entertainment. Back to you, Bianca.
The PlayStation 5 has taken over the gaming world. As Black Friday approaches, OC News reporter Corey Johnson will tell you how to get your hands on one.
It's been only a week since Sony officially launched their new video game console, the PlayStation 5. And since then, it's been almost impossible to get one. From Best Buy to GameStop, and even on the official website, both the disc and digital versions of the PS5 are currently out of stock.
It just sucks. It's unfortunate for those who want it and can't get it. They have to wait a little longer than anybody had pre-ordered.
But if you're willing to spend thousands of dollars for the next-gen system, resellers have it available on Amazon and eBay, with prices reaching as high as $32,000.
That's not surprising that people who have it can sell it for a higher price to people who feel like I pre-ordered it and I don't want to wait for it, so I need it now, I want it now, and they'll pay anything, probably give away their life savings to get their hands on a PS5.
For those that are willing to wait, however, Walmart is expected to have online orders available beginning November 19th and on Black Friday.
I wouldn't buy it for a high enough price. I'd wait for the deals to come out, if I'm being completely honest.
For OC News, this has been Corey Johnson.
What's that smell? 2020 it is. A candle company that goes by the name of Flaming, CRAP, which is pretty much how 2020 felt like, has created a special 2020 candle. The candle includes 4 layers of our favorite 2020 scents: hand sanitizer, banana bread, a woody musk, a popular smell for all the lockdown DIYs, and finally a cheap aftershave with a earthy essence. Dedicated to Joe Exotic from the popular Netflix show Tiger King. We know that the candle doesn't sound too appealing, but hey, it suits just how 2020 has felt. This scenty candle retails for $20. That's going to do it for us here at OC News. I'm Bianca Lambert. From all of us here at OC News, have a good night. We'll see you back here on Wednesday at 5 p.m. for another edition of OC News. Stay safe, everyone. Goodbye.